Wagyu Gaming. Hey there, broskies. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Wagyu here and back with another Exos Heroes tips and tricks video. Just a short for video today, guys, hopefully. So this question has always popped up on Reddit, on Facebook, on Discord, and whatever means you get to chat with other Exos Heroes players. What Guardian Stone should X character use? I'm sure you've read that somewhere. Everyone has read that somewhere. Someone has asked you that question. Well, I noticed a pinned post on my guild Discord chat answering exactly this question. And it was a generic flowchart if you must. Shout out to Why So Toxic, by the way, for giving me this video idea. I revised it a bit since we've moved on from that point in the game. That was really early on when we just started the game out. But before we begin, if you are new to the channel, here at Wagyu Gaming, we cover the latest and most trendy mobile games that you should be playing. We also do some tips and tricks for games such as Exos Heroes, this one, Light of Tel, and Tales of Christoria. So if you're into any of those, then please do consider subscribing to your broskies channel. It will greatly help us. I do have to emphasize that this is a basic guide for people who do not know how to gear their characters or just starting out the game. However, if you already have a preference on how to gear your character, then please do go ahead. You don't need to see this video. So, there are just a few questions you just have to ask before you begin. Question number 1. Is the unit frontline or backline? Very easy question to answer. Question number 2. If frontline, is it a healer, a support, or a tank? Again, very easy to answer. If backline, is it a bruiser, a nuker, or a buffer? So the buffers are nuker, meaning the glass cannons of the game, such as Baraka, Rera, and among those. And buffers are those that are FC Annie. And of course, bruisers, high sustain with lesser damage. These are the Zeons, Rudley, those kinds of guys. So let's begin. For frontline healer or support units, if you want a high dodge build, go green. Usually frontline healer or support units usually have a high base dodge. So if you do build them on green, it only increases it further. I've built my Anastasia, as you can see here, on ice, but this was because my guildmates and I are trying out to counter the FC Annie meta right now. She's too good. I mean, we need to counter the FC Annie, Rera, and FC Bathory lineup right now. It's really hard to deal with. So as of now, I can't really say that this is working since they break easily, the Ice Guardian Stones. But I would still suggest trying out the Ice Guardian Stones, guys. Just for the sake of survivability, it actually really helps. But it would be nature over ice, as usual. I mean, I would prefer nature over ice. Before my Anna was on nature, I just recently changed her, like I think a week ago, to ice. But anyway, for frontline tank units, these are the Ulooms, the Garff of the game, the Digas, those kinds of guys. Tank type units usually have high innate block, like my Uloom. I think she has near 1000 block right now, but her base block is at 390, I believe. Yeah, 390. And Digas also at 390. So these guys have really high block rate, natural block rate. So I would really be recommending ice for these guys. As you can see, my Uloom is on ice. So yeah. However, for units such as Garff and Chatty, those that share HP with the whole team, these guys should be geared fire. But as of now, again, similar to my FC Anna situation, I've been trying out ice for my whole team just to counter the FC Annie meta right now. But I would recommend trying out fire first before trying out ice on Garff or characters that share HP. So yeah. So they take decreased damage with the Fire Guardian Stones head. So for backline bruisers, Dark Guardian Stones. These are the Zeons. As you can see here, my Zeon has 5 Dark Guardian Stones head, so he does lifesteal. So when he gets attacked, his HP might decrease, and then if he attacks the whole team with his third skill, I think, his last skill, this one, the Flame Dragon, to 178% damage to all enemies. It's a burst attack. It fully heals him back if it hits. So it's very useful if you plan to put FC Zeon on solo in PvP, especially on tag weeks. So other units that can benefit from this are Rudley, Otard. I would say Otard would benefit from this too. And probably to some extent Rachel. But I wouldn't really recommend Rachel for this. Maybe Rachel would do better with nature, with the nature Guardian Stone. So for backline buffers such as FC Annie, I don't have FC Annie. I only have the normal Annie. Now, if this was me attacking, those FC Annies will be my first priority to get rid of. I really don't like having to deal with FC Annies. They are just super OP right now. I miss a lot when I nuke down those FC Annies. So I would suggest following those kinds of builds. They probably are on the green Guardian Stone or the nature Guardian Stone. I would also think that light can also be considered since it helps with them surviving attacks. I mean, considering I nuked them down first, having a shield would greatly help them survive the first few rounds. But with the current Dragon Blood meta, I don't think there's much need for a shield right now. But still, maybe if the meta changes somehow, then consider light. But as of now, backline buffers, nature over light. So for backline nukers, these are the Bathorys, the Scarlets of the game, the FC Baraka. These are those guys. So if there was no FC Annie, I would aim for your Bathory or Rera's first. This way, I can avoid being nuked down myself. I mean, these guys hit hard. Nature would really help them, as a lot of these units have, again, innate high dodge. I think Baraka has one of the highest dodge in game at 110, and then Rera is at 104. Let's double check. Yeah, Rera has a base dodge of 104, and then Baraka, 110 for Baraka. So I think the highest in-game dodge is somewhere around 110, so somewhere around near Baraka's area. So these numbers are quite decent for these characters. It would help to build them on green Guardian Stone or the nature Guardian Stone. I would also consider maybe Dark for survivability, but I would build on strength over trying to make them survive since you're playing as a team. Unless you put them on solo like my Zeon. I put him on solo in tag weeks. Sorry about that. Kinda douchey move, but yeah. I won't deny that. I do that. It works, so there's no point denying it. So again, going back, I would also consider maybe light. But again, with the meta right now, the Dragon Blood meta right now, it's not that effective, the light Guardian Stone. So yeah, I would highly recommend the green Guardian Stone for characters like these, like Rera, Baraka, Rachel, and Bathory. These characters would really benefit from getting high dodge. So I'm sure you've all noticed that I've skipped Machine. So this is because Machine would work for any unit in game, especially ones that you would want not to be debuffed, such as Taunt, Stunned, or Frostbolted. Taunt in game is uncleansable, but it is blockable by immunity from the Machine Guardian Stone, so take note of this. The only way to counter Taunt is with a Machine Guardian Stone as of now. I don't know if this was intentional or not, but yeah, that's how it works. So that's it for today, broskies. Just a short video. If this has helped you, then please consider leaving a like, as this will help us grow the channel out. If you do want to see more Exos content by yours truly, your favorite broski, consider subscribing to our channel. Thank you so much, and see you in the next video.